So this fight card is stacked, but I only want to do picks on 4 of the fights.
Okay.
But to briefly highlight some of the fight card or some of the other fighters, like it's so stacked that like on the preliminary card,
Yeah.
your baby girl's fighting.
Claudia's
fighting.
Who's she fighting?
Branda Marcos.
I don't know who that is. So she should win, right?
Yes. Branda's 9-6-1. I thought she was 9-5, but she gets most of her wins by wrestling. So if Claudia loses to Branda Marcos,
She's done.
something's going on, you know? Because Claudia's always been that person who, it's kind of like Joseph Benavidez.
Right.
She lost
Gatekeeper.
Joanna twice, but she beats everybody else. But lately,
She's been on a bit of a losing spell.
yes.
It's sad for me. Very sad.
Also, Gilbert's fighting.
Gilbert Melendez.
Yes. Shout out to the Scrap Pack.
Scrap.
Stockton, motherfucker. He was on Nate's team.
Jesus.
He's an OG. He's a super OG. And then on the main card, we got... Oh, shit. I seen Francis and Ngannou and JDS. I was like, what the fuck?
Again? They're running it back.
Diego and Michael Chiesa are going to open it up, which I don't really want to do a pick on. But the 4 fights I want to do a pick on, I don't want to do a pick on that one because I feel like Michael's going to win, and I don't want him to win, and I'm going to feel bad for Diego.
You just don't want to put it out there, huh?
Yeah.
That's fine.
But Jan Blachowicz
Luke Rockhold?
versus Luke Rockhold
Jesus.
at light heavyweight.
This is the 4th fight on the card.
At light heavyweight. There's a lot of pressure around this because this is Luke's first fight at light heavyweight.
Damn.
If you notice, the middleweight got knocked out a few times.
Yeah.
I'm very curious to see how this fight goes
Interesting.
because I have said this several times in the past, but Luke is like one of the most talented people on the roster.
You have said a lot, but he keeps losing, so I don't know.
His grappling's another level. He out-grappled Chris Weidman, mounted him for 2 fucking rounds, basically. He just pummeled him while he was on antibiotics because he had a staph infection.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
He outstrikes majority of everybody. Like, he was winning the Urel fight until he got cracked, you know? And he's just such an unbelievable talent.
He's been at an elite level for a pretty long time.
The only thing that his biggest downfall is himself. He's too arrogant in himself.
True.
That's why he had his hands down with Bisping. He got cracked, and ever since then, his
Changed man.
right. And I don't know if he's chinny because of the 185 division. Because if he goes to light heavyweight and he's still that chinny, I don't think there's anything else that's gonna happen. But if he actually,
Yeah, it is what it is.
if he has a little bit more blood flowing or whatever, how that works,
There's something there.
right? He could be a legitimate threat against John Jones.
It's true. He's got the size.
He's pretty much just as tall as him. He don't have to reach. Fucking Ngannou don't even have to reach that fucking Jones does.
Blachowicz actually has a reach advantage on him.
Does he?
Blachowicz just came off a win against Thiago Santos.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that'd be a good fight then. This is a really good test for Luke.
I think so.
So, who you want to pick first? I'll give you the first pick. That means you get to pick the main event.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah, it does.
4 picks. I do this one. You do the next one. I do the second one. Then you do the main card.
Sorry.
You try to fucking
Sorry.
trick me. You see this guy?
I'll pick first. You want to pick first?
No, I'm gonna pick Jan Blachowicz. Blachowicz.
Really, I'm picking Luke, man.
Just so I can make you writhe in pain when Holly Holm loses. Because you won't be able to pick her.
What makes you think I'm picking her?
Well, you have to now, because I'm going to pick Amanda Nunes. Spoiler alert!
God damn it.
But yeah, I'm going to pick Blachowicz here. I normally pick the guy with the bigger reach, but even aside from that, like you're saying, Luke Rockhold, he is chinny.
I don't know if he's going to be chinny light heavyweight.
It's hard.
Look at these fighters who've gone up a weight class. And
can you give me any examples? Because I honestly don't know.
Cowboy went up at 170, performed really, really well.
Fair.
Masvidal went up at 170. He's performed amazingly well.
Speak of the devil.
Henry Cejudo performed. He fucking knocked out TJ at 125, and then he destroyed Marlon.
True.
First round was
Humbled
hard.
him.
Right.
Interesting.
DC heavyweight.
Comparing a lot of... These are some iffy comparisons, but I get what you're saying. Like DC, you're just going to compare Luke Rockhold to one of the best of all time.
I'm saying...
And Henry Cejudo, the best of all time. What are you doing to yourself right now?
Look at DC at light heavyweight to heavyweight. It's a night and day difference.
When was he ever chinny?
I never said he was chinny. I'm just
but
saying...
that specifically is the issue for me.
He's so much better at heavyweight. Oh. So you're saying, like, who, like...
I think you're right. Luke Rockhold is definitely an elite fighter, and I think he's probably more skilled than Jan Blachowicz, but I think he just gets punched in the face and gets TKO'd.
Oh, I'm bet against that.
Well, you have no choice.
I think Luke's going to TKO him in the second round.
Interesting. Okay, we'll see.
TKO ground and pound. His grappling is just another level. Really is.
We'll see. Speaking of grappling.
Yes.
Speaking of grappling.
Van Askren, dad bod, baby.
Oh boy,
bringing him back
against a fucking game fighter. My God,
game bred Jorge Masvidal, which I am honestly surprised this fight's still happening.
Really?
Only because Jorge has not gone to one of the media.
You skipping out on it?
Yeah, he just straight up says he can't make it.
When was that? Wasn't that a big deal before? What the hell happened? They just don't care anymore?
Connor did that, and they tried to cancel the fight on him.
Nate too, right?
Nick Diaz did it back in the day, and they canceled it. And like Jorge's just getting away with it.
Well,
which, I mean, I guess they don't.
Maybe they don't want to ruin the Ben Askren hype train.
I think they don't mind just because Ben is such a good marketer,
right?
That he's pulling the weight for himself.
Makes sense, I guess.
And it's pretty cool. Like when he did the weigh-in or like the stare down, he didn't have anybody to stare down, so he went up to Dana White and like had Dana raise his hand and shit, all things like that. It's cool, but I do not think this is a good fight for Jorge at all. Jorge's emotional. I heard him on Joe Rogan's podcast. He even wanted to say, I don't even want to make him famous. I don't even want to get him give him attention. And Joe's like, who? He's, oh, you mean Ben Askren? And then like they started talking about it, and he like Jorge does not like how Ben tells gym stories all the time, and tells people like, oh, is it like talking about Kevin Lee or anybody? He's like, oh yeah, he sucks. I grab at him all the time, and that was like, which I get, like,
sure,
what stays in the gym is supposed to
leave it there.
Yeah, what I get that, but he's saying like he wants to take him away, like bring him an inch from his life. He wants to break his face. He don't want to finish him in the first round. He wants to pummel him until 5 seconds left in the fight.
Is he going to do more than what Robbie did?
He sounds so emotional. And he's a game-bred fighter. He's an elite fighter. He's very experienced. I don't think he's going to get emotionally triggered in the fight. But it worries me that I hope he doesn't just try to, like, swing for the fences.
Go balls to the wall.
Because he has to be very aware of the takedown.
Absolutely.
Damian Maia was able to take Jorge down.
True.
He won a split decision against Jorge. There was a few times where Damian shot and he didn't get the takedown, and Jorge started piecing him up.
I specifically remember him backpacking at one point. They were standing, and Maia was on his back.
Ben Askren gets a hold of your foot, you're going down.
True.
So it's not going to be like a weak shot from Maia style where you could scramble out and get some shots in. It's going to be Ben's going to grab you, and he's going to take you down, and he's going to out-strength you. Right. He's going to out-grapple you. He's going to out-position you, and he's going to beat the shit out of you.
So if you're not on your game plan and you're just swinging balls to the wall and you get immediately taken down, then your game plan's gone anyway.
I say Robbie Lawler was like the worst matchup for Ben.
That's pretty crazy. Honestly.
Other than maybe Usman. We'll see what happens with that wrestling there. That'll be a great fucking fight.
Absolutely.
But I like Ben's odds a lot. The only way he loses is if he gets clipped early on. But even then, look at his chin against Robbie Lawler. Yeah. He ate some fucking blows.
I feel like he should have lost.
Ate some blows, you know? So I'm going with Ben. Probably first round TKO. Just straight up.
Just ground and pound?
Yeah. I think Ben's going to humble Jorge a little bit here. Damn. Jorge won against Darren Till. But before that, he lost his last two. He lost to Wonder Boy. He got outstruck. He lost to Maia. I love Jorge. I do. Yeah. He doesn't have all the tools that's necessary to be a champion, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Kind of like Maia. Maia, the ground game. You put Maia's ground game and Jorge's stand up. Shit, you got yourself a fucking world beater.
That's ridiculous.
But
what are you doing? It's a Frankenstein monster.
Yeah, so I'm going with Ben. I
guess I'll go with Masvidal. Go unanimous decision. I think he'll.
You sound pretty confident.
I know, right? I sound how I hope Ben Askren will fight. I think he'll be a little underwhelming. We'll see.
I don't think.
Like watching bees fuck with. I think that was Dana's adage. I forget.
He said that. I forget the name of the sleeping pill, but he said the sleeping pill takes Ben Askren to go to bed at night. Because when he hated Ben Askren, he was trying to say like that's how much of a boring fighter he is, but it's not.
It's a fucking WWE.
Khabib brought back wrestling.
Absolutely,
he made it exciting.
Made it interesting.
Again. Yeah. So next fight, Amanda Nunes, the best female fighter of all time.
Woman alive.
She has knocked out Cyborg. She has knocked out Ronda. She has knocked out Misha. She beat Valentina twice.
Who's like the only competitor for baddest woman.
Is facing Holly Holm, my baby girl. My baby girl.
Probably the best boxer as far as women go. Hard to say.
Valentina outstruck her, man.
It's hard.
Pure boxing.
Boxing.
Yes, Holly. She's like a fucking 16-time boxing champion.
Valentina's kickboxing is goddamn absurd.
Yeah, for real. Some things I've noticed from this like just watching videos and listening to like little reading reports and shit. Amanda was being interviewed by Brett Akamoto, who's like an ESPN analyst.
Yeah.
And he asked her if she sees any threats from Holly, and she said no. She said she doesn't feel threatened by Holly.
I mean, she beat Cyborg.
That's a very dangerous thing to say if you're going against Holly Holm.
I mean, she's a professional, and she's been a champion for a bit now, so I can't imagine she takes her opponent lightly.
Well, one thing Daniel Cormier was saying that he really hopes that she works on, because it could catch up to her eventually, is that once she smells blood,
she just goes for it.
She has amazing striking, pinpoint accuracy, but she keeps her hands down.
It's true. They're like at her side, ready to throw the next
punch.
punch.
She throws from the hip instead of having her hands up. And when you're facing a counter striker that is elite as Holly Holm, that could set you up for a head kick knockout Ronda Rousey style.
Interesting.
I do think Holly is the biggest threat in that division for Amanda. I really do. And if Amanda is taking her lightly, it could be a shock. I definitely think Holly is the underdog, 100%.
Yeah.
Holly's an animal. She went 5 whole rounds with Cyborg. She was out working her on the cage and grappling her. Like, Holly is a fucking workhorse. She does what it takes to try to win fights, you know? Mm-hmm. She's had some bullshit decisions with Jermaine Manamy. She got outstruck by Valentina. Mm-hmm. She was beating Misha's ass till the fucking last round.
Yep. That was a great fight.
A lot of people kind of sleep on Holly.
True. She's 37 now.
That being said,
and she's a boxer. I guess she's Manny Nunez.
Kickboxer too, you know.
Is she?
Yeah. Did you say that head kick knockout?
I did.
That's Ronda.
Well, yeah. Did you see what Amanda did to Ronda?
Yeah,
it was embarrassing.
I rewatched it today.
It's horrifying.
Crummy was talking about it.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Amanda, that's what I'm saying. I'm talking Holly up as well as I possibly can there. But like I said before that, Amanda is the greatest women's fighter of all time. She should be way more popular than she is. She's the only openly gay champion.
Seems marketable. She's got the style. She comes in with a fucking lion's head.
Sweetheart. She in the fucking cage, she's savage as fuck. Yeah. DC was looking zooming on her face. Look at that fucking lion face. Thinking straight kill, I'm gonna murder you, eat your children face. But outside the cage, she's a sweetheart. Yeah. She's super nice. She's very humble. There's no reason to not like Amanda.
True.
Unless you just have Holly as your baby girl. So you can go ahead and make your pick.
I'm gonna pick Amanda Nunez.
How do you think it happens?
It's tough to say that she'll knock her out.
Name another time Holly's been knocked out.
I know. But
other than boxing. I don't think she's been knocked out in MMA at all.
But I think this will be it.
You think she's getting knocked out?
I'm going to go third round.
Fuck. Really?
It's going to get real fucking tiring out there.
Yeah, that's bad for Amanda.
I agree.
I don't think...
I'm counting on Holly Holm taking a lot of shots in those 3 rounds and eventually just going to wear down more on her face than Amanda's arms.
If you want my advice, I'd pick the second
I don't want your advice, sir. You're getting stuck with Holly Holm as the pick. So
let's set you up with the Rock. You're like, it doesn't matter what you think. But it's okay.
It's fine. Next time I'll get you.
I'm going to go with Holly Holm decision. 5-round decision.
Fair.
Nope. Never mind. I'm changing it.
Okay. To what? You have to have something already picked?
3rd round head kick knockout.
So in the 3rd round, we're going to see some things happen, whether we like it or not.
I think Holly's chances grow drastically, though.
As the fight goes on?
Yes. I still think Amanda will have cardio in the 3rd round, 100%. I think Holly is going to surprise a lot of people and try to grapple her.
That'd be smart.
If you look at the Kat Zingano fight, that's how she lost. She got out. She didn't get out grappled. She just got out cardio.
Right.
Kat withstood the storm. Amanda was throwing recklessly, wasted a lot of energy, which I don't think she's going to do. That's why I don't think she'll get gassed out in the 1st round. But I think in the 3rd round, if she doesn't take Holly out, it's very possible that she can get tired and just a little tired. And Holly only needs that one shot. She only needs that one opening.
It's true. But I think Amanda knows how good of a kickboxer Holly Holm is, even though she says, I'm not afraid of her. That doesn't mean that she doesn't know who she is or what she's capable of.
In all fairness, I just watched the UFC Embedded, and she was saying she has a specific
game plan
for her. Yeah. So, I mean, I hope Amanda's taking her seriously, because if not, that's her own fault, because there's no reason why she shouldn't be Holly compared to, who she's beat in the past.
Fair, yeah.
But MMA math is weird.
That's not how it works, yeah.
Yeah, Holly is an amazing counter striker, and Amanda smells the blood, but I don't know if that's a good idea with Holly. I don't. You might get bull manadored.
I guess so. I mean, she's not
We'll
going
see.
to
That's
go
the only-
running like Ronda,
No, she'll go running like Ronda, but she'll do it with bad intentions, and she'll do it with elite striking.
Yeah, exactly.
I think way different.
I think she'll pick her apart for 3 rounds until it's too much for Holly Holm's face to take. I'm sure there will be grappling.
Dude. Valentino is picking Amanda apart.
A little bit.
She's not striker. First round, she's getting her ass beat. Because Amanda, nobody fucking... She's like Ngannou. That's DC compared her to Ngannou.
I can see it.
Like the woman Ngannou.
Savagery.
She's fucking amazing power horse. Like nobody hits like Amanda. Power horse. Horsepower.
Powerhouse, power horse. I get it.
Yeah, so you got Amanda 3rd round. I got Holly 3rd round.
Yep, we'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jones versus Thiago. I did a little bit of research on this.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. I am genuinely intrigued by this fight. More so than the Gustafsson fight. More so than the Anthony Smith fight. Not more so than DC, just because I love DC. But
I was wrong, by the way. Thiago Santos beat Jan Blachowicz in the last fight.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised by that.
I was also surprised that you did not know. I was like, yeah, that's what happened.
I was taking your word for it,
I appreciate it.
But the last time John Jones fought somebody who's just known as knocking motherfuckers out, it's Rampage, 2011.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like
that's way back.
Yeah, exactly. I'll look it up real quick.
Well, if you look at the reach advantage, good lord, he's got fucking 8.5 inches on him. That's actually insane. He's only 0.1 feet taller. That's an inch, right? No. 0.1. It's still 0.1 feet.
He's 0.1 feet taller?
Yeah.
0.1.
0.1.
What is
6.3 versus 6.2? Is that 6'2" inches? Or
6 foot 2 inches.
But it's not, it's point. So it goes on a decimal system up to 10, but there's 12 inches in it, so it can't be inches.
I don't know. But let's just go back to that.
All right.
Let's just stop. So he just beat Anthony Smith.
Yeah.
Who is not notoriously known for just straight knocking motherfuckers out.
Sure.
Gustafsson, he knocked people out, but in the 4th round, 3rd round, after exhausting him.
Mm-hmm.
DC, then OSP, then DC again, then Glover, then Gustafsson, then Chael, then Vitor in 2012.
Oh, dear.
Knocks everybody out middleweight when he's TRT Vitor. This is light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Then Rashad Evans, not known for knocking motherfuckers out unless you're chinny like Chuck Liddell.
Mm-hmm.
Then Machida, 2011.
Old.
Yes. And then Rampage in 2011.
Old.
So he hasn't really fought a knockout artist in their prime since 2011.
So you think there's a possibility here?
I think John can get knocked out in this fight.
But do you think it's going to happen? Because it is your pick.
No, I don't think it's going to happen. I will say, from the interviews that I've listened to, like Brett Okamoto also interviewed John. And
Brett Okamoto's out here hustling.
Fuck yeah, ESPN's going hard.
He's been around for a while.
Yeah, he's earned it. But he asked John, like, what is John going to try to weather the storm? And he says, no, I don't weather the storm. If people come at me hard, I come at them harder. I am the storm. And I'm like, that's...
interesting.
He could get clipped in the 1st round. It's very possible.
Thiago is a very big guy.
That being said, John is the master at distance and range.
Which he has a lot of.
Right. He'll keep you back with his front kicks to the stomach, his knee kicks.
Did you hear me say he's 8.5 inch longer reach?
Yes, he's like the longest reach.
Goddamn absurd.
And this the only way Thiago can win is if he clips him. That's literally the only way. He's not going to out-grapple John. John is freakishly strong.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to outstrike him in a 5-round decision win.
Yeah.
He's not going to submit John either.
He's honestly going to have a hard time just getting close to him.
Yes. John can easily win this if he uses his range and he fights a smart fight. But if he's trying to say
prove
fuck
something,
it, which he does do that a lot. DC, king of the grind. Okay, let's go wrestle.
When was the Anthony Smith fight?
It wasn't that long ago. A few months ago, like 3 months ago, 4 months ago.
I felt
March.
Like it wasn't that impressive on John Jones' side. On either side, I should say. It's not like I don't think Anthony Smith performed that well, and I don't. It
was impressive because he confused Anthony so bad that Anthony didn't know how to even handle that puzzle of John Jones.
So I don't even know how to.
So the mystique of John.
Is Thiago going to have the same issue?
I mean,
it's hard to say.
He says he's not going to, but Anthony Smith said the same shit.
Right.
Like Thiago said he doesn't work. The embedded. He's like, I don't really study my opponents. I don't really think about it too much. It's like it's that title fight, but I'm treating it just like any other fight. He's saying all the right shit, you know.
But who doesn't say that, right?
Right. You could say that until you're standing across the cage from John and
literally shaking your boots.
Yeah, so
I guess so.
I'm just interested because Thiago is a knockout artist. He hits hard as fuck, and he could knock out John. That's the intrigue of this fight.
Right.
But I'm going with John Jones.
Imagine so.
I think I'm gonna go with the second round TKO ground and pound. I think John's gonna take him down, and Thiago ain't gonna get up. John's ground game is scary good.
It really is. Like,
dangerous. Everything is scary good. I hate the guy, but you gotta put respect on that name.
I guess so. First round knockout.
I hope you're right.
Thiago Santos gonna clip him. He's gonna have a really hard time getting in close, but I think similar to what we saw Henry do tomorrow, he's just gonna have to fucking get in there and get 30 with it.
Deal with it.
He's gonna have to deal with it. Might catch an elbow, 12-6 on the way. Who knows? He might do it just to prove something. But if you just get that one shot in,
that'd be shocking, man. That'd be fucking shocking.
I'll take a shot just because of that. Good lord.
If John wins and goes up to heavyweight, him versus Ngannou would be a really good fight.
If Thiago don't knock him out, we're going to be having the same exact conversation.
Ngannou and John is a very, very intriguing fight. Just because of the first round, Ngannou's power, but John's master of distance, how freakishly strong he is. He's not going to out-grab. He's not going to...
so smart.
He's not going to be
so much more smart.
Pure strength for strength. Ngannou is going to dominate him, but not grappling. Yeah. John will take Ngannou down.
It's true.
He'll submit him. He'll do what fucking Stipe did, but better.
Yeah. I hate John Jones, man. Stop talking about him like that.
DC, heavyweight, John, that's the fight.
Get off your television show, DC. You got work to do.
Shit, he got Stipe to deal with first.